Hello, replay viewers, and also hello to you live viewers, and welcome to this lightning fast, super jam-packed, content-packed, and impromptu Periscope with myself, Michael Cheney. Trevor, how's it going? Tap the screen, give me some hearts. Welcome to the screen. Let me know if you can see me. Tap the screen so I know. We've got a web viewer here who's just found me on Periscope. Welcome to you. Thank you, Trevor. Appreciate that. Okay. Okay, we've got John. Welcome to you. Shady. Welcome to you. Paul. Welcome to you. Everybody that's just joined, tap the screen if you're new to Periscope, and that will show me hearts, and that means that I know you can see me and hear me okay. Sometimes these connections are a bit dodgy. We're going to be talking about, hey John, hey, good to see you again. We're going to be talking about how to be more successful than anybody else, even if you don't know what the hell you're doing and you're just starting out. So welcome along. It is Saturday afternoon. Hey Trevor, how's it going? Here in the UK, here in Scotland, and I'm just going to pour myself a cup of tea here, my special I Love Tea mug. This is great, Trevor, great news. I know you had problems getting on before, so it's great to see you here. I know you're really keen to attend these things live. Let me just get a teaspoon here. So we're going to get started here in a sec. Yeah, sometimes these periscopes can be a little bit dodgy. The screen here, as you can look right at my nose. So I just got back from a hill climbing championship on my bike. It's a district championship, and we'll just kind of do this, and then you can kind of see where we are. And I will show you this carnage. Looks like the kids have been busy today. In here, we've got the ball pool. We've got all this stuff all over the place. So they've obviously been very, very busy creating lots of mess, which is all good. So yeah, I just got back from as I tripped over this train here. So yeah, I just got back from a hill climbing championship on my bike, and it gave me some ideas for what I could teach you today on how to be more successful than anybody else. Now you might think, well, if you're just watching right now, I know we've got a few viewers here. Del Pino, welcome to you. Give me some hearts. Tap the screen, guys. If you're new to Periscope, tap the screen. That will show me hearts to let me know that you are alive. Del Pino, John, Trevor, we've got another couple of web viewers online. Thank you guys for those hearts coming in. Really appreciate it. So, yeah, on this cycling event, I came. It was a really hard effort. Look at the state of my hair, by the way. I just kind of stepped out of the shower and didn't really brush it. Basically came 7th on this cycling event out of 20 people. It's a district championship. And you might think, well, what's this got to do with entrepreneurship? And if you're just watching me right now, you found me on Periscope and you don't know who I am, I'll just give you a brief introduction. My name's Michael Cheney. I've been a full-time internet entrepreneur since the year 2000, making money online, helping other people set up their own online businesses. And I've been fortunate enough, and because of the hard work I put in, and because of the secret I'm going to share with you in a second, to generate literally millions of dollars through the internet. I'm fairly new to Periscope, so I'm just kind of fiddling around with it and testing it out. Trevor says, are you in the US? No, I'm in the UK. I live in Aberdeen, Scotland. So let's get onto this secret. This is going to be a quick in and out Periscope. I want to give you the secret, and I want to end the Periscope, and I want you to go off and apply it. So the tactic that I used in this cycling challenge, yes, I'm way up north. Whereabouts are you, John, by the way? So the challenge that I used, or the tactic that I used in this challenge to get 7th out of 20 district-wide, and I've not been doing these competitions very long at all. My first competition was last week, so this is only my second competition. But what I did when I was cycling through this particular event, which was just a hill climb, so it's one hill climb, it's really intense, it's a lot of hard work climbing up the hill, it's a really mega painful effort. There's a simple strategy that I used, and you can use this in your business. Okay, now if you want to use it, if you want to hear what it is, Oh, you're in Chester, just over the border in Wales. Teddy, welcome to this Periscope. Great to see you here. So if you want to know what the secret is, obviously you do because you joined the Periscope, but I'm kind of having a little bit of fun here. Tap the screen. Show me the hearts, guys. Tap your screen right now. That shows hearts. And when I see a few hearts here, keep them coming. Tap, 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 tap. Okay, I'll reveal the secret strategy. So the secret strategy, I've used this in cycling to come 7th out of 20 today in the district championship. But you can use it in any field of life, and you can use it as an entrepreneur to make more money in your business. And it's very simple. So when I was delving into the pain, cycling up this hill, it's very simple. All I did, and bearing in mind when you're cycling, particularly when you're under stress and pain like that, because everything's burning, your muscles are burning, your mind can play a lot of tricks with you. Just like in business, you start wondering, am I worthy of this? Can I, maybe I should give in. This is too hard. Everyone else is better than me. It's too long to go. I don't know what to do next. Where should I turn? Trevor, I did not get a motor on my bike. I got a motor up here that went down to my legs. That is not the trick. You do not cheat. But I like your thinking. So, when all that's going off, what you've got to do is you've got to be focused in business. But that's not the secret, because that would be freaking useless and ridiculous, right, for me to get you on a Periscope and say, oh, yeah, the secret to business is focus. What I did is whenever it got really painful, which is pretty much the entire duration of this hill climb, I asked myself one simple question. I want you to ask yourself this question today, tomorrow, next week, in your business, okay, in your entrepreneurial exploits. And the question is this: what would most people do right now? What would most people do right now? So when I was cycling up this hill and I felt the pain, I asked myself, well, what would most people do right now? Most people that have cycled up this hill right now would probably ease off a little bit. They think, it's really, really hurting, so I'm going to ease off and then I'm going to recover and then I'm going to go hard again. So I thought, well, if most people are going to do that, I'm going to do the opposite. All right? I am going to do the opposite of what most people do. I'm going to go harder. If it's hurting more, I'm going to go faster. If it's more of a challenge, I'm going to turn the pedals even more. If it's too difficult, I'm going to change the gears up and make it even more difficult. So this is the question you need to ask yourself in business. What are most people doing? And do the opposite. Okay, so when you face a challenge in business, when you get stuck, when you hit that hurdle, when you face a barrier, most people will what? Give me some ideas. I think, Trevor, you've already said. Come on, guys, hit me up. Type some ideas and just click the little thing on Periscope here. You get a little chat box. What do most people do in business when they hit a challenge? Go. Okay, Teddy says give up. Good one, Teddy. Trevor says most people give up. What about Del Pino? John? We've got some web viewers here. Welcome to you if you've just joined me for the first time. John says look for an alternative. Good point. By the way, if you're just joining me, you're an entrepreneur and you want more help from me like this, if you're on an iPad, if you're on an iPhone, swipe right, and I think you can follow me, or is it swipe up? I can't damn remember. But follow me if you want to be notified of my future broadcast. So yeah, most people will give up, right? Most people will quit if they face a challenge. Most people will try and find an easy way out. They'll change tack. For example, if you're trying to do something, you're trying to create something in your business, whether it's a report, it's a product, or whatever it is, swipe from the left, John. Thank you for that. I would give you hearts back if I could. If you're trying to create something in your business and you get stuck, most people either quit, they go really, really slow, or they get distracted and they change the activity. They think, I'll go and do something else, and get sidetracked. So that's what most people will do. And all you need to do in business to be successful is not do what most people do. Most people watch about 1 to 2 hours TV a day. Don't do it. Most people eat crap food. Don't do it. Most people drink and smoke and don't exercise. Don't do it. All right. If you want to be different, if you want to be special, if you want to be a leader in your field, if you want to make a lot of money, if you want to be successful in your business, you need to do the opposite. As Trevor says there, great point, Trevor. You need to do the opposite of what most people are doing. Most people wouldn't do a Periscope on a Saturday. Most people wouldn't go off and do a cycling event on a Saturday. They'll sit on their ass, or they'll, they'll distract themselves by watching TV, or they'll tidy the house and pretend that that's improving their life, when it's really not improving their life or anyone else's life, or really, improving themselves as a person. So be honest with yourself. And when you get to a challenge, when you get to a hurdle or a barrier in your business or your life generally, think, well, what would most people do? And do the opposite, right? Most people would give up, they'd struggle, they'd quit, they'd change tack, they'd say, oh, forget it, I'm gonna quit another project. This is a classic one. Most people start a project, right? Great, of course, you've got to start a project. But when it gets tough, most people park it and they start a new project, or they come up with a reason why they can't do the project, or they say, yeah, it's no good, actually, I'm going to start something else. You need to do the opposite, right? You need to do the opposite of what most people do. So when you're tired after work, if you've still got a full-time job, what do most people do after a full-time job, right? After 9 to 5, what do? They come back, they eat some food, and they collapse on the sofa and watch TV. That's what most people do. Most people still have a mortgage. Most people are tied to their job, slaves for life, and they're never going to have financial freedom. John says, guilty of some of what you said, must dedicate at least an hour a day to build my online business. Let me tell you a secret right now, guys. I'm going to get super close because it's super fucking important. Apologies for the language, but it's important. When I was in a full-time job back in the late 90s, I would work 9 to 5, and I would come home and I would work 6 p.m. till midnight, Monday through Friday, and every hour on the weekend. I'll say that again. When I was in full-time employment, to get my internet business going, I would work from 6 p.m. to... apologies, John. I would work from 6 p.m. I said docking. 6 p.m. to midnight, Monday through Friday, and all day, every day on the weekends. You've got to do whatever it takes. Most people won't do that. Most people will read a little book, they'll surf a little bit, and if they're tired, they'll go watch TV. If they're tired, they'll go watch the X Factor. If they're tired, they'll go and have a shower, or they'll go to bed, or they'll eat junk food, or whatever. And that's why most people don't have their own business. That's why most people don't have multiple properties mortgage-free. That's why most people don't make in excess of $1 million a year. That's why most people don't have all this stuff and don't get to live the life that they truly want and they truly deserve, because they're just doing what everyone else does. If you do what everyone else does, you get what everyone else gets, and most people get jack. So, if you got value from this, give me some hearts. Tap at the screen if you like this, if you're going to apply this. Obviously, it's down to you now to put this into action, right? You've got to do this. I can give you this information. I can give you these insights, and I can share what's helped me get my business to where it is, so that I personally do now have multiple properties mortgage-free and do have millions of dollars, and am able to live the perfect lifestyle, according to some people. Obviously, my lifestyle's not perfect, if you're actually inside it, but it's pretty darn good compared to most people, right? But you've got to go off and apply this. So what I would ask you to do is apply this, right? Think of it in your business. Write it down right now. What would most people do? Just leave it at that. What would most people do? Question mark. So when you're sat on your sofa tonight, watching the X Factor, pigging out on curry, eating chips and drinking beer and getting drunk, what would most people do? They'd do that. They'd do exactly that. So don't do that, right? Do the opposite. Pick up a book, read a book, do some research, do something that most people wouldn't do. There you go. That's it. If you enjoyed this broadcast and you've not followed me yet, then do whatever John said. Swipe up, I think, and then you can follow me, and you'll get notified of my subsequent broadcasts. I'll be doing these periodically. I'm going to also put a schedule out. If you want to get some free information on how to make money online, go to michaelcheney.com. You can join free training there. That's it. I'm done.